Got a little army shoulder, actually. I don't know if you heard that. Holy crap. Shoulder pop. It's one that someone could hear across the room. Oh, shit. Nice. All right. Welcome again, veterans, family members, other badass red blood Americans out there. You know who you are. I'm Albert Winks, badass veteran business owner. And on this episode of Tips, Topics, and Bullshit, the goal, not a goal, the goal. And so make sure you please like and share this. You never know whose life you're going to change. I hear that all the time. Albert, I've been kind of stalking you for a while. And your inner circle buddies are some of my inner circle buddies. Glad they were able to like and share the information so I can make an informed decision. That's all I can ask of you. All right, so the goal. So I use a lot of baseball and trains and football analogies to help paint a better picture for you guys that are my clients and that are going to become my clients. So let me tell you this. I am the only guy that is going to tell you this because I'm the only guy that's doing it this way. And I'm the only guy doing it the right way. So that's why I've got over 3,000 of the best and deadliest humans on earth as my clients. So I'm the guy that does it the right way, compliantly. So there's many videos about some of the things I'm creating and doing and have done. Let me talk about the goal. Let's start with the end in mind. So I was talking to my marketer the other day, John and DJ. Those guys are going to pop up the bubbles will show. It's kind of fun. Make sure you get to know those guys. They're really good. And anyway, so I was talking to those guys the other day and can't believe I haven't thought of this. I love those aha moments. So I say stuff about like, you'll hear me say Forrest Gumping. I don't know if I can put the video in there. Excuse me. But I'll talk about it. Most of us, I'm 43, most of us who know about Forrest Gump, that I want you guys to be like Forrest Gump when he's running down the end zone, through the band, through the tunnel, and then, flash forward, he's out in Arizona somewhere running. That's what I want you guys to feel like on your journey with me. That, again, I'm not here to unfuck the VA or make any excuses for the VA. The VA process is dog shit, and I'm not an advocate for it. I work with you guys to help you get your money in your pocket as quickly as humanly possible, and I just happen to be terrific at it. So the goal is, let's use some baseball terminology. I believe that all you guys and gals out there feel this way, that you feel like every time you talk to anybody else out there, whether they're a predatory company or a free service, that you feel like you chat with somebody who's just moving the goalpost a little bit further away from you. And I'm glad that John and DJ and I had this chat the other day to where we said, what Albert does is pulls the goalpost closer to you. Now, there's a way of doing this where it's all about you getting your money in your pocket as quickly and compliantly as humanly possible. And I'm terrific at it. With over 3,000 clients on average of $3 million per client, and that's the low end, you're looking at anywhere $8 billion plus dollars. Doesn't matter if it's 8 or 8 point something or other. Nope, it doesn't. So it's all about doing it the right way. And just know that there are different layers. I call it the eight layer wedding cake. And I don't want you guys to be an expert at what I do, but I do want you to look back once I've helped you get to where you're going, that you look back and go, that makes sense. So there's a lot of rules about nature, Mother Nature, Father Time, baseball, trains, baking cakes, all this kind of shit. And I just happen to know the rules, and we, like we would do in the military, you backwards plan and start from wherever you are to get to where you want to be. And let me say it this way. You don't want to hear this from a politician, but you do want to hear it from a business owner, that no matter where you guys and gals begin your journey, I will take you through whatever makes sense for you to receive your money as quickly as humanly possible. Now, my goal is, your goal is to do that by getting you to 100% permanent and total first. And then doing you'll hear this phases and rounds and also the kind of stuff too. So I can help you through multiple layers of service connection. And there's two main styles that we have. We have service connection phases. We have increase phases to make sure you're fully squared away by the time I'm done with you. By the time I'm done with you, you'll have your e-benefits will say 100% at the top. Your individual body parts are going to be way more reflective of who you are as a human being. So left shoulder, right shoulder, left elbow, right elbow, those sorts of things. A lovely list of those body parts. And so what we're aiming for in your journey, we're going to aim for body parts most likely first. And I'll talk to you about the no shit list of boo-boos. That'll be another video that we do here shortly. So the no shit list of body parts and boo-boos, you'll see that, where I'm aiming for getting up to 100% like me as quickly as possible through those. Then we can add on other math for increasing, and you'll see why, for death benefit money and all that kind of stuff. So you have to, by baseball rules and VA rules, do these in a certain order. If you do them out of order, it's inaccurate, and it's going to be a waste of your time, which another video that I did is about. Your time is your money, and it's impossible to get your money and time back from the VA. So the VA wants you running the bases backwards because it doesn't score you any points, any goal units, as they would say in a movie. So you want to make sure you're doing the things the right way, and that's what I do. So I can help guide you through that. Again, the VA wants you confused, so you walk away from your millions of dollars. And I'm the guy that goes, nope, you need to listen to what I say, do what I tell you to do the things the right way, do them compliantly, don't overthink them, which, by the way, we're going to do a video about that too. Don't overthink it, don't underthink it. Just do what VA requires compliantly, and you'll be fine. So back to the goal again. So by the time I'm done with you, your e-benefits will say 100% at the top. Your individual body parts will be more reflective of you as a human being. Your individual body part math will add up to like 500 human math points. And then at the bottom, I think of it this way, the last goal there is that your I call it your base pay. So your base pay will be based off of 100% like me, but there's way more money on the other side of 100% like me. And although I'm not going to brief you on those monies, all of them, they're on the slide deck that I give you, but it's a lot of green and it's sexy. So I'll tell you one, property taxes. So my clients who are in Texas, Florida, and California, you folks are now saving about $1,000 a month in property taxes. Multiply that times a 40-year time period, and there's $500,000 right there. It's crazy. There's way more money on the other side of that. So what else can I tell you about? So coming back to the goal. So my goals are to help you, even if it's more reflective of who you are on paper, that will maximize the 3 levels of money for you. So there's your right now money, mid-range money for your kids in college, even long-term death benefits I'll get you squared away with. I'm 43. And I've got 5 kids, so that's about $3 million in my lifetime. Now, I'm not retired, so I qualify for the lower amount. You folks that are all retired and are about my age, it's almost double. It's like $5 million, so you'll see. And then thirdly, holy shit, freedom. You've not felt that freedom, having your e-benefits more reflective, your money in your pocket and out in front of you where you know where it is, and also the VA dragging off your back. Ultimate life changer. I said this in a previous video, but it's true. I woke up the other day and I had a text message from one of my clients, and it starts out in normal writing. Albert, I've been sitting on this for a while, letting it stew, and you're right. Holy shit. And it all goes caps. Life changing. So you'll see. It is so life changing. You'll see. All right. So let me see. I was going to tell you about some math. So I mentioned that I want your body parts to be more reflective of you as a human, because most of my clients, doesn't matter if you're 90% or even 100%. I've seen clients, I've taken a client up to 100% permanent total, but all he had was one body part, and that was mental health. So his body part list wasn't reflective. It was only one thing. So I want you guys and gals all to have a more reflective body part list, to where you even say look like Frankenstein. Most of you guys come to me with like 3 or 4 boo-boos and body parts. You can't even build a Frankenstein. So, but I want you to have a more accurate, not perfect. Keep in mind, it doesn't need to be perfect, because why? It doesn't need to be, in order to get your money in your pocket and all that kind of stuff. So don't worry about getting your pinky finger in there, my pinky toe, all this kind of crap. Anyway, we'll talk about that later, because that's another video. It's going to be healthcare versus claim. So you'll see. Make sure you watch the link and link for that as well. All right. So let's talk about some of the math, the body part math. So again, our goal is to get you on base with body parts first, then hit the grand slam for your individual math. So just using the clients that I've got, now we're not guaranteeing the outcomes, we're guaranteeing the process. I'm here to help you out as best I can with what I know. But I do know that veterans qualify for 100%. I want you to put fingers up with me as we say these, 100% for mental health by itself, without restrictions, by the way. Yes, you can keep running, gunning, flying, and all that kind of stuff. Then when your neck and back are appropriately depicted on paper, that comes out to another 92% on the VA's chart. So that adds up to 200% right there. And then some big ones, and these just have some big math to them. So you may or may not have them, that's fine. But there's 4 of them. There's 4 50%ers that I see usually. That's going to be things like headaches, flat feet, sinuses, and not asthma. Asthma is one, but the word I'm thinking of, freaking sleep apnea. Okay. So now if you're counting along with me, you're already at like 400% thus far, just off of those very few, not even close to Frankenstein body parts, right? So now let's just say on average, every body part, like left elbow, left shoulder, right elbow, let's say that all those are worth 30%. That's a lot of extra shit. So there's like upper GI, 30%, lower GI belly issues, 30%. Ankles are worth 20 each. Wrists are worth 10 each. Not a whole lot, but hey, it moves the needle and it's reflective. Knees are worth about some 20s. BA stingy on knees. You'll hear me say that a lot. Other things like that. So just a short list, and we're now blasting through that math that I was wanting to talk about. So I hope this was helpful. Again, please like and share. You never know whose life you're going to change. You'll see. All right, gang. We'll talk to you soon.